Hi, welcome. I'm Dr Khaled Sadek, and you've tuned in to another episode of Sunday Night Live with me at lipomacyst.com. For those who are new to the channel, I'm Dr Khaled Sadek, and I specialise in the removal of cysts and lipomas. And we've dedicated our YouTube channel showcasing the work that we do at lipomacyst.com. So if you're watching and you'd like to get treatment for anything you've seen on any of our channel, then don't hesitate to reach out to us at lipomacyst.com. So today we're going live on YouTube as well as Instagram. So hope everybody is well and safe. So let me just test some of the audio. If you're on TikTok, you're probably watching this live stream. Welcome. If you're watching from YouTube, welcome. Let me see if the YouTube is working. Absolutely working perfectly well. So what a week we've had today, both in terms of the clinic. We've been very busy removing cysts and lipomas, and if you've come in, we're grateful for your service, coming in to see us and allowing us to film some of the procedures. Last week I showcased not one but three separate cysts, and today we're going to do that with the same. 3 cysts, 3 locations, 3 individuals, and I'll talk you through the surgery, what's involved, what to expect, and try and dispel some of the myths and fears surrounding cyst surgery, as well as taking questions from all over the world. So if you've got your question, if you're on TikTok, you know what to do. Just message me on TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube, then put your comments in big capital letters and I'll see it. Before I begin, let's have a quick shout out. Let's see who we've got in the house. Let me scroll right to the very, very top. From Quebec in Canada, we've got Sarah Bernard, we've got Jane Patson, well done, from Cape Breton. Patricia Carson is watching as well, and she's loving it, along with Janet Bailey from Virginia. We've got Greer Turner, we've got Isabel G, Sid G, we've got Engla Rose from Sweden, welcome. We've got Sululali from the United Kingdom, we've got Jenny Krantz, we've got Kathleen Tooth from Hungary, hope everybody is well. Who else do we have here? We've got Marsha Cozy, welcome Marsha. Virginia, we've got Virginia M watching. Got Gail Sharp, we've got so many people, let's keep going through. Evelyn Schmidt from Deutschland, welcome. We've got Nancy Sullen from Bristol in Virginia, Evelyn Schmidt. We've got, scrolling through, a lot of discussions going on here. We've got Alexandra Testa from Brazil, welcome Brazil. We've got Joanna Smith from Texas, Christiana from London, Laura from Hawaii. We've got Patty Amons from Wisconsin. We've got Linda Wiley, welcome. Hello, Dr. Linda from Virginia, welcome Linda. Evelyn Schmidt. Sandra Beasley, Gordon Heidman from Mexico, Denise Bloughton, welcome, from North Carolina, welcome. So many people. Julie McKenzie, Patricia Dusterville, Brenda Bone, Lorraine Lawrence. If I've missed anyone, just Meredith, Brandon, Robert, Janet, Forever Michael from Sao Paulo, Anne Sopiel, welcome. Tamira. So many wonderful people. So, and Sandfire has donated £2 to the coffee tin. Excellent, Sandfire. Thank you very much, Sandfire, for that. And we'll be enjoying coffee and cakes on your behalf. So, with no further ado, let's crack on. If you've got questions, make sure to put them out on the chat bot right there in front of us in big capital letters so we can see them. If you've got questions on TikTok, welcome. From Jordan, pharmacist, Dana Mansara, welcome. Hind, welcome. We've got so many people from Hello Sahlan from TikTok as well. So let's crack on. The first video, I don't remember what it is, but I'll try not to crash the system. First of all, let me shrink myself into a corner. I think this corner up here. Yeah, it's a bit tight, but I'll go for it. Okay. Let's go for it. If you want to see the first video, hit me with a whole bunch of yeses. Some more comments have come through. What comes first, SAC or the content? The SAC comes second, content comes first. Gordon Heidman from Deutschland. Wie ist es gerade in Deutschland? There's conversation there going on with Evelyn, which is wonderful. Lots of love from Donna Ward in California. From Michigan, we've got Laura. We've got Jewel from Georgia. We've got upstate New York. We've got Beth Kemmel. Amazing. So let's hit up. Let's have a look. The first one. Now, I don't know. I think. Well, obviously, this is a pilar cyst. This is a pilar cyst we're watching here, and they're very common, as you know, and they can grow in size. This is not a small pilar cyst. It's quite a big pilar cyst, and you've heard me say this before. Better out than in, and at this stage, you'd certainly want it out because it's quite big and juicy. And the first thing you notice is the apparent lack of hair overlying the cyst. That's because as the pilar cyst grows, it does knock out the follicles that are in the skin, so you get this this permanent bald patch there. And the aim of getting that cyst out is one, try and reduce the rate at which hair follicles are receding, and secondly, try and this lax skin that's growing needs to be stopped. It needs to go back to how it was. So we're try and reduce the rates of expansion here. I hope everybody's well. I know that there's a lot of geopolitical issues going on in the world at the moment. So if you're in Ukraine, we wish you the best. We're praying for you. And if you're in Russia, we'll pray for you as well. Obviously, nobody wants war, so let's have peace. Let's try and get some peace. Let's get some peace out there. So the first incision is going to come in, and it's super thin. The skin is really, really thin. It's just been stretched to the very, very limits. Oh, wasn't expecting that. A little bit of a treacle. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you're seeing this, but I wonder if we can we flick the cameras on TikTok? Can we show you? Can we show you here? No, I can't. It's very difficult. I can't. Sorry, TikTok. You're gonna have to just watch it on YouTube. So the sac here, its content is very different now. Typically, what we get with pilar cyst, you get two forms of content. Either it's that cottage cream, that thick, gritty sebum that you find in most cysts, or it's serous fluid. That is serous fluid. It's very, very stained. It's yellow. That's because it's clearly hemorrhaged inside, and as the blood is broken down, it's deposited the iron, the hemosiderin. So hemoglobin, the heme part is the iron, and when that's broken down, it produces hemosiderin, and that's what gives that serous fluid that yellow tinge to it. It's clearly hemorrhaged. Often you see this where a cyst has been knocked, or someone's tried to rupture it themselves, and it's got damage. And at this kind of size, it's very easy to knock it on the door, putting your helmet on. It doesn't take much to hemorrhage this cyst, so it wouldn't have been long before it got infected. Very, very mucky, as you can see. There's no other way of getting this out. You have to just kind of drain it and get it out. Right, let's go to the comment section. That's a squirter, screams Janet Bailey. Absolutely, this is old. Watched it many times, Ruth Glenn. Yeah, I'm just recapping. Hope you enjoy it. Michelle Horton from Austin, Texas. Welcome. Sulalali, the content inside the sac was too much yellow. Absolutely. That was a gusher. Denise says, awesome. I thought that would happen. Says Janet Coyle. A bigger pilar cyst on the head is the first video of today. Need to stop the explanation of the head skin cysts. Good work, Doc. Thank you, Sulalali. Miss Garcia says, hi. Isabel says, soup. Absolutely. Okay, so let's scroll through. You've got Fernanda from Brazil. Wow, so many people. Scrolling through. Wow, so many people. Right, so some of you may have seen this video, but that's no reason why we can't watch it again. So the sac is the next stage. As you know, the sac is stage 4 of my 5-point surgery. First being the anaesthetic, second being the incision, third being the drainage, fourth being the sac removal, fifth being the stitch of the skin. So really going to come out with some blunt dissection here. We don't need to do anything aggressive. You may have seen some people put in like curettes and just kind of like homogenize or macerate all the content on YouTube. That's not the right way to do it. You need to be able to differentiate the skin layers and take them out individually. Welcome, Delia Eunice. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're watching on YouTube as well as TikTok. So there we go. So that's the look. It's even got multiple cysts kind of like coalescing on top of it. It's not just enough to have one big one, it's actually breeding other cysts as well. Catherine Carter says, when you've seen one cyst, you've seen them all. All the cysts kind of blend into one. These have different names. Yeah, I think you're right. Well, look, it's up for naming. If you name it, we'll put it in the title. Who do we have here? We've got Alessandra Tessa. So it's more liquid because someone tried to pop it first? Not necessarily. I'm curious about what can make a difference in cyst. Liquid, calcified, cheesy. Thanks. It's a good question, Alessandra. I'll be honest, I don't think we've got the answer, but I'll have a think about it. From Michigan, we've got Sherry Canning. And Brenda. Brenda Boone has donated $20 to the coffee fund. Thank you so much. That'll help buy coffee and cake for all the staff at lipomacyst.com. Brenda, thank you for being a supporter. In fact, thank you all for being supporters. And, you know, we're coming out of COVID, and unfortunately we're facing more uncertainty with the war. But I'll tell you what is for certain. Pops will never go away, and neither will our channel. And so we'll continue to publish Pops every Sunday. And I promise we'll be doing more videos, long format videos as well. We did have a bit of a break, and as you know, there are sort of guidelines on what you can show without getting 18 plus restrictions. So if you want to see the videos in full, make sure you're signed in as an 18 plus, because it will get restricted. So there we go, that's the aftermath of that cyst. That is pretty epic. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to take some questions, and then we're going to go on to cyst number 3. I can't remember which one it was, but I will have a look. So let's just scroll through. Let's load this one up. Okay, we're on. And then if I go to the cameras, let's squeeze myself at the back here. It's a lipoma. Right. You've probably seen this one before as well, Catherine, but trust me, these are good ones. So we picked a pilocyst, a lipoma, and I can't remember what the third one is, but I thought we'd mix it up a bit. Okay, so get some good anesthetic. And look, this is a lipoma which is under a tattoo, so it's always a bit tricky because you've got to kind of match it back together as well as possible. So I can't remember if this chap was saying that he was going to get another tattoo put on there or not, but you can see that there's a line that we can go down and just miss any of the inking and piece it together nicely. So he says make sure you're signed up as 18 plus to make sure you can watch it. How many likes do we have? We've got 300 watchers. How many likes do we have? Make sure you hit the likes, spread the word. Audrey Toomey Davy says, good job, well done, thank you. Aaron says, hola, saludos de Santa Cruz, Bolivia. Welcome from Bolivia. Hola. Janet Lee says, wow, that's just cray. Gail Sharp, cat emoji, shock. Lisa Larson, welcome. Joanne, spider cysts because of the babies attached. Oh, I like it. Yeah, that's a spider cyst. What a great name. What a great name. Spider cyst. Spider-Man cyst. Right, let's see what else is cooking. So the anesthetic is going. We're in stage 1 of this. Salam to Arslan Beck. Welcome. Tamara Woods. Welcome. Hit the like button. Michael, Forever Michael, how many likes do we have? Someone hit me up. Let me know how many likes we got. As we just look, we just got a kind of roadmap to cut. We're going to go in between that that sign, make a decent incision. Big lipomas tend to need a bigger incision than if it was going to be a small cyst, only because there's more to kind of fish out, and this is a good handful there. Spider-Man cyst, well, why not? Sandra Goody from Enfield, United Kingdom, welcome to the show. So there we go, anesthetics in. We've made the first cut. Now, you've got to, when you make an incision, you've got to use the full length of the incision. There's no point making a cut, but only half of it has access to the wound. So if you're going to commit to a good incision, you've got to make sure you go right to the edges of that incision. So that's a helpful life tip there. If you're doing surgery, if you're watching my channel learning, then make sure you do the incision properly. 229 likes. Is it watching? 122 likes. Perfect. Let me know where you're watching from. 300 viewers. Let's have the city from which you're all watching from. Put it in the chat, and we'll take a look. From Iowa, we've got Karen Ann Barnard. Welcome. She's loving the show. Delia Eunice, watching TikTok for the first time. Welcome, Delia. Ahlan wa sahlan. Sandy, welcome from Cedar Hills in Tennessee. Beth Kimmel sends her love. Janet Coyle, how do you like it here? It's good. I like the shirt, Isabel G. I thought we put on a shirt to say where we're filming from, London. Can you see it on TikTok? This is the TikTok phone. If you're watching on YouTube and wondering what this instrument is, this is TikTok. We've only got 12 people watching on TikTok and about 500 watching on YouTube. There we go. It's the way the cookie crumbles. So we've got the cities are coming in. I completely missed them. So we've got Kayla from Clarksville, Craig from Los Angeles, West Germany is JH, Helen from Bath, United Kingdom, Sydney, Australia, Sydney, Canada, we've got Jane, Tyler from Indiana, from Warner Robins in Georgia, we've got Tamira, Catherine from Dallas, Texas, Julia from Edmonton, Jane from Dublin, Ireland. Oh, it's going off so fast. Carrie Allen from Colorado, the Super Nintendo, South Carolina, Anne from Maine, from New Bern, we've got Denise, Evelyn Schmidt from Deutschland, Daytona, we've got Patricia Carson. It's going up so fast. How do I slow this down? Sonia from Birmingham, Alabama, Greer from Oklahoma City, Jenny from South Dakota, Marsha from Kansas, Vicky from Utah, Laura from Cleveland, Georgia. Oh, so many people. Melissa from Kentucky. From Aldershot in Hampshire, my home county, is Melanie Reeves. Welcome. Sid G. I see so many names from many cities I'd love to visit. Absolutely. It would be great if everyone could just send a picture of their city, and then we can, maybe next week, we can just flash out all these amazing locations. That's a good idea. I want to say email me at contact@lipomacyst.com, but I think the staff will go mental when they deal with all the emails that have come through. But why not? Send your pictures into contact@lipomacyst.com and we'll put them on the live chat. From Poland, we've got Ludic's team, Illinois. We've got Janet, Rhonda from New Orleans. Jane from Wayne, Indiana. Norma Solis from San Jose in California. We keep going through. I'm going to go for every single one. Ontario, we've got Vincent. We've got from Jefferson, we've got Sharian Reeves. We've got Belinda from Cologne. Welcome, Cologne. Rhonda from New Orleans. Johannesburg, South Africa. We've got Audrey Davies, Sandra Goody from Enfield, and that lipoma is coming out very, very piecemeal. Doing the twist and shake there. I like to like these big lipomas. The best way to get them out of a small incision is to kind of go in there with the artery forceps and just trying to break down the structure, trying to get them to come out. You know, let me see if I can just shrink my video there because it's getting in the way. So what you want to try and do is sort of palpate it out, break it, squeeze it out. You know, small incision, less scarring. Karen King from Morgantown, West Virginia. Welcome. And the cities keep rolling in. Mary from West Virginia. Edna from Missouri, Christy from Washington, Alex from St. Petersburg in Florida. Why are you struggling with that lipoma? Shouts Sandra Goody. I don't think we're struggling. We're just trying to get it out, Sandra. It's all going to be fine. It's going to be fine. From Illinois, New Orleans, absolutely. Let's scroll through. Colfax, North Carolina. We've got Sandfire from Nebraska. We've got Jody. From Koblenz, Germany is Evelyn Schmitz. From Seattle, we've got Sean. From Indiana, we've got Jan and Norma from, I think we've caught up now. That's good. No, we haven't. We've got Puebla from Mexico. We've got Gordon Heidman from Mexico. From Cape Canaveral in Florida, we've got Linda. Amazing. Cape Canaveral, that's so cool. How can you send photos of the city? Silali, you've got to send it to contact@lipomacyst.com. Send us a picture where you are right now. So there we go. Let's get this lipoma out. Now, all of these cysts and lipomas, they do stretch the skin, but surprisingly, they just go flat back again. So you don't need to trim the skin. Marsha's very kind. She says, you make the smallest incisions. Thank you, Marsha. That's the kind of support we need. sort out some of this wiring. Now, the thing about lipomas is, you know, they form typically, if it's an isolated lipoma like this, then you're probably looking from a sporting injury, an accident, some sort of trauma or force that's just shook up the cells and caused them to grow aberrantly in this way. The other most common cause is obviously a family tendency. So if you've got family history of lipomas, then yeah, and obviously there are genetic conditions which can cause, you know, multiple lipomas. While I'm stitching that up, I'm going to hide that blood up a bit. You can get multiple lipomas, and there are also metabolic conditions which can exacerbate the lipoma, because it is just fat. So if you're suffering from cholesterol and other metabolic diseases, then that can definitely worsen the. Carla from Tennessee Hickson, welcome on TikTok. So there we go. Let's have a look. So the stitch are going in. While he's stitching up, that's a bit boring, isn't it, the stitching? Let's see what else we've got here. Let's see what we've got in video number 3. Should we see video number 3? Why not? Let's do it. What's video number 3? We don't want to see the stitching, look boring. Oh, now a neck cyst. One of my favourite locations for a cyst, because they always come out really nice. There's not much fat in the neck. And so you can get really good results. One, they're very, very disfiguring because there's no fat in the neck, so they always look massive. And but it doesn't take much to get the correct surgery in place and get them out. So in this one, we're going to do that. We're going to get that neck cyst out. Give it a good clean. People say, why don't you shave the area? We don't need to shave the area. It will just increase the risk of infection, so there's no need for that. Almost looks like he's swallowed a bearing, or a ball bearing or something, doesn't it? Like he's got something in the gullet there. Fiddly little drape. We've got to put the drape on. Fiddly little thing. Marsha would like to discuss the topic of psoriasis. Okay, no problem, we can do that. Probably not in this episode, but maybe next week. Remind me. We'll do it. Janet Bailey says, shout out to the camera person who they do an excellent job. Absolutely. The people behind the camera almost do a better job than the person in front of the camera. Look how steady that is. That is a really steady camera. And a really good zoom as well. Anesthetic is in there. Just trying to hold it tight, bring it up to the surface so that when I make that first incision, it's right on top of the cyst and we don't lose it. Neck is difficult, Isabel G. Yeah, it can be. There we go, the first incision's been made. How is everybody? How is the cyst pulpaholic community? Are we all doing good? You're always confronted by this layer of fascia just underneath the skin on a cyst of the neck. I don't know why. You always get that. Sandra Goody has said hi on TikTok. Excellent. I love how we're watching on 2 platforms at the same time. Why not? But on TikTok, I can't show you what I've got here. I don't know how to do that. Can I flip the camera around? Oh, you can flip the camera. There we go. That's what I'm watching when you're watching me on. There we go. There's the content coming out. Did you get that? Actually, look quite good. So there we go. So the cyst has been drained at this point, and what we want to do is get the sac out. And so we give it a big squeeze and pop, there's the sac. Sac has come out, and wonderful. Sac has come out. We're basically going to just take that off. Slight bit of dissection, and presto, Bob's your uncle. Cyst out, cyst drained. Very little in terms of bleeding, which is wonderful. Just mopping up any bleeding. There we go. Sac is out in its entirety. Very good. Wonderful. Can't complain. Sac is now out. And all that's left is the closing of the skin. Let's flip the camera back over to me. There we go. So, I hope you've enjoyed today's Sunday Night Live. Wherever you've been watching, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever platform it is. Even I can't keep up. Phone's collapsed on TikTok. So there we go. Let's move the camera. Ooh. Over there. Ooh, what's happened over there? Don't know. Right, so thanks for joining in Sunday Night Live with me, Dr. Khaled Sadek. Remember, we'll be back again next Sunday at 8:30 Greenwich Mean Time. Send your pictures in of your home cities, and we'll promise to share them in the live chat next week. If you've got questions or you want medical advice on cysts or lipomas, then reach out to us at lipomacyst.com. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and obviously we want peace wherever you are. And, well, I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye-bye.